There's at least 16, and you probably know more than me, verses that have been taken out. Like you said, they weren't in the original manuscript, well, the earlier manuscripts, yeah.
And therefore they can't have been, so the end of Mark 16 can't have been written by Mark because it's not in the earliest manuscript. It's not even similar to the way Mark writes. You would think, oh, that's not written by Mark.
Exactly.
Just on a superficial level.
Yes.
You think,
Even
without looking at the manuscript.
Even one of the oldest manuscripts in Christianity is the Codex Vaticanus.
Yeah.
And in Hebrews 1:3, there's actually in the margin, one of the scribes has written a very angry message saying, "Fool and knave, stop changing the words of God," which is cognizant. So that's why we also believe that it's been changed.
So we Christians, Protestants anyway, we take. I mean, in a way, we approach at one level the documentary evidence like any other historical work. So we sort of line up all the manuscript copies, which you can do on, obviously, on a computer these days. You don't have to, in the old days, you had to be a microfilm, what have you. And we, date them and give precedence to the oldest manuscripts. What's
the oldest one that you have?
We have a bit of the John Rylands, don't we? A bit of Mark's Gospel, I think, in Manchester.
Because the oldest one that I've heard, Sinaiticus, 300 years after.
Yes, but the fragments that are much earlier. So I think the John Rylands...
P52, size of a credit card, So you don't have anything that's earlier?
Whole Gospels, no. But that, nevertheless, if you compare that to any other work at the time, like Caesar's Gallic Wars or
but surely the words of God should not be compared with the other books of the time, because this is an exception. It's something that's divine that comes from God.
Say God has made that clear by the age of the earliest manuscripts and the volume of the manuscripts. So the fact there are 20,000 manuscripts in Greek and Latin, I believe.
Why are they in Greek when Jesus spoke Aramaic, but the New Testament is in Koine Greek?
That's it, because it was the kind of lingua franca at the time. So so I work for a Norwegian company. All the Norwegian guys all speak English, even to one another. Even in Oslo, on emails, they speak English to one another, not Norwegian.
But there's certain words that lose meaning when they're translated, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. Therefore, we've got some words, like when Jesus' words on the cross, Eli, Eli, which I think that's Aramaic. But the rest is in Greek, which was obviously, the most common. It's a little bit like business English today, So
I'll give you an example. You Asians, yeah? And translate Hanji. What's going on? That doesn't express the kind of you know what I mean? Yeah, the juicy nature. Like, it's a bit more. It's got more kind of context behind it.